Hi everyone, welcome to this new product session. Today, very excited to go over one of our most powerful tools that we have within the MenthorQ platform, which is our trading integration. So I'm Fabio, CEO and founder of MenthorQ, and today we're going to go over some of our key integrations. We're going to go over some of the features, and this is really the agenda for today. So we're going to show you what the trading integration with MenthorQ are. We're going to go over some setup. I'm going to show you a demo of a few of the integrations. And then, of course, at the end, we're going to answer some of the frequently asked questions that we receive from our user. And of course, guys, send us any questions that you have, and we'll go over that at the end in our Q&A. So the first thing is why integrate MenthorQ into your workflow. And what this slide shows you is really that it's very important as traders, where time is money and money is time. So every extra click, every login or data transfer can become time consuming and can be a result of a missed opportunity that will help you act faster and trade smarter. So the reason why we put a lot of focus in the integration side is because we want to eliminate the friction and bringing you all the essential tools and data within your execution platform so that you can be actionable in the market without any distraction, without having to waste time going through different screens, different windows, and so on. So this is why the integration is a really big part of our vision, and this is why we have developed a lot of different integrations, and we're going to show you the benefit of those as well. So what can you find inside our trading integration? So first of all, you can actually access a few of our most powerful trading models, including our gamma levels, our blind spot levels, our swing trading levels, and our converted levels, and we'll show you some examples. All of these data is actually connected within your trading platform, within your trading environment, so you can actually be actionable in the market in less than a few minutes a day. What integration do we have? So we have 10 plus integrations, and then the number of integration will keep growing. We have, of course, TradingView was our first one and our main one. We also have a very strong partnership with NinjaTrader, TrendSpider, Atas, and then of course we develop a lot of different integrations for all our users or our futures trader with Sierra Chart, Quantower, MotiveWave, Bookmap, TickBlaze, and then we also have some integrations with MetaTrader and ThinkorSwim. So we believe that we cover about over 90% of the trading platform that are mostly used by our customers. So we're very excited, and our integrations are growing as we speak. So within the integrations, you'll get access to multiple trading indicators, and each of the indicators is really providing you with the very similar features. And we're going to go over what they are, and then we're going to show you some examples. Most of our integrations are updated via API, so that makes the user experience very fast, and you can actually get actionable data just by simply connecting with our API. You also have full customizations of levels, plots, and labels, so you can actually define your setups, choose your color for the different labels, enable or disable some of the levels that you want to see. So if you see too many levels on the chart, you always have the ability to enable or disable. You can also access multiple levels types. So we have end of day gamma levels and gamma scalping. We have intraday gamma levels and gamma scalping. We have our blind spot levels and our swing levels. So you can actually access both the intraday and end of day levels very simply within the integration. Another very important features that a lot of our users are using on a daily basis is the ability to convert levels, so the levels conversion feature. You can basically, within all our integrations, convert the levels from one asset to the other using either an auto ratio or manual ratio, and we'll go over that at the end. We also have real-time alerts on most of our integrations. For example, for those using Ninja or Atas, we have real-time alerts. We're also going to release a real-time scanner alerts in TradingView very soon. So stay tuned for that. And then some of our integrations also have our trading roadmap feature. We're going to show you that on TradingView, and we're going to keep increasing the use case of our trading roadmap, which is fantastic. Then let's go over some of the typical questions, right? What are the indicators that are using an API versus a non-API? So we have to bear in mind that we integrate with multiple different platforms. So some platforms allow us for certain feature, some platforms have some limitation. So we typically tend to connect with integrations via API. This is really helping us providing you accurate data as soon as it's available, and basically it allows you to have all the levels updated in real time within your platform. So you can actually get access to our API within the integrations, and you can get our gamma levels, our blind spots, our swing levels. Examples of platform where we have API connections are NinjaTrader, Sierra Chart, Quantower, Bookmap, TrendSpider, TickBlaze, Atas, and MotiveWave. Then we have certain platforms where there is no API availability. So, for example, TradingView is our main platform. They do not have an API, so we do have a different way of updating the levels, and we're going to go over that. And then some of the other platforms also have some limitation where no API is available, so you can still use the indicator, but you don't have the automatic update of the levels. So it really depends on the different platform, what is available, what is possible, and we tend to connect with API, which is obviously allowing us with speed and quick interface of our data within the integration. Then we get a lot of other questions, end of day versus intraday. So we provide end of day and intraday gamma levels. The futures gamma levels are end of day, and for stocks, ETFs, and indices, we have an intraday updates 14 times per day. So for example, we're going to show you how you can also convert levels, because if you are a futures trader and you want to have intraday gamma levels, you can actually use the index or ETFs in the case of SPX or SPY or QQQ and NDX, and automatically update your NQ or ES chart with our intraday levels as well. What levels do we provide, and when do they update? So as we mentioned, our gamma levels are end of day and intraday. Our blind spots level are end of day together with our swing level, and then our converted level can be both end of day and intraday. So you can actually convert both the end of day and intraday gamma levels directly onto your chart on your future asset or on the asset that you trade. All right, so now we're going to go over a quick setup and demo of some of our integrations, and then we're going to go over the frequently asked questions from our users. And please, guys, feel free to send us any comments. So the first step is the setup. How can you get set up with our integrations? We're going to show you how simple it is in a very, very few simple steps. The first thing is, of course, you have to log into your dashboard. You're going to get to a screen similar to this, depending on where you are in the dashboard. And then on the left side, you will find the integration section right here, where you can actually see all the integrations that are available. And then let's go over a couple of examples, and then I'm also going to show you where you can find documentation, video tutorials, and so on. So let's start with TradingView, right? So we click on the TradingView menu here. And what you're going to have to do with TradingView is very, very simple. First, we have our setup guide here. So click, if you want to learn more about the indicator, just simply click on the guide. This is going to bring you to how to set up your TradingView levels. We have video tutorials. We have different indicators. And then if you also want to find all the different integration and all the different documentation, just simply come to our guides. Under the left side menu, click on integration, and then you'll be able to find all the different indicators, all the different guides right here. So just click on any of those and you'll be able to get access to the video. If you also want to access video tutorials, you can actually come to our academy and just scroll down and you'll find the trading integration course here. And within the trading integration course, we have videos for every integration. So if you are using TradingView, you can actually use these are all the indicators available on TradingView. There's a single video for each one of them. If you are interested in learning more about how to convert levels from one asset to the other one, we also have the level conversion here. And then if you want to access all the other different integrations, we also have videos available here as well. But the videos will also be part of the guide. So whenever you go on the setup guide, you will also find the video there. All right. Then some of the integrations requires an activation. In the case of TradingView, you simply need to activate your TradingView user ID, not your TradingView email. Very, very important. We need your user ID. So this is our user ID. So do not copy this here because this won't work. The way you can find your user ID simply by going to TradingView and just look at this name that you have here, or you can also look at your profile and you'll find the name of your TradingView user ID. Simply come here, save and connect, and then what this is going to do is going to open up within your indicator section on TradingView an invite-only section here where you're going to have all your MenthorQ indicators right there, and you'll be able to add them to the chart. If you want, you can save them as your favorite as well, and they'll become here on your favorite section, but they will be here every day and accessible at any time. Let's go over some of the other setups. So let's go into, for example, NinjaTrader. In the case of NinjaTrader, we have some steps that you need to follow. It's all part of the guide, but basically what you need to do is provide us with your machine ID. Simply put your machine ID, click on connect, and then you'll be able to get access or be enabled for the indicator. Here you will also find the indicator, so you can download the file here and you'll be able to install it. And here you have your API key that you can use to get the levels. Everything will be available in the guide. So if you don't know where to find your machine ID, just follow the guide and you'll be able to find it. Same thing for other integration. For example, we're going to demo also ATAS. ATAS, very, very simple. Come here and you'll have to provide us with your ATAS email address right here, and then you'll be able to access the indicator there. The same thing with Transpider. So we're going to go over that as well. Transpider, simply send us your Transpider email address, save and connect, and you'll be able to get access to the indicator, and you receive an email, of course. Within 24 hours, we'll typically enable your account and you'll be actually live in the system. So now let's go into our first, we're going to go into TradingView, then we're going to go into TrendSpider, then we're going to look at NinjaTrader, and finally looking at ATAS as well. So within TradingView, TradingView, as we mentioned, does not have an API. So what we do is we update the levels both the end of day and intraday for our users. So the first thing is, of course, you come under invite only. You can add the different indicator. We have our end of day, our intraday, we have our swing levels, our custom level, and so on. So within the end of day, let's go into the settings. The end of day and the intraday indicators already have the levels updated for you. So we update the levels on the back end so that you don't have to actually have any manual input, and the levels are automatically updated. But I want to go over what you need to do in order to show the updated levels. So let's go through the settings first. So what you have here first, very, very important, we have our timestamp. So the timestamp can be found at the top right of the indicator. You can also disable the timestamp by unticking this box. Why is the timestamp so important? Because it allows you to understand the last update of the levels. So for example, if you're using the end of day levels, you would want to see that the levels that you have are updated as of the previous day. If you're using the intraday levels, you would also want to see that the levels are updated at the latest timestamp available within our intraday updates. Then you have some different settings here, and we have a dedicated video for all of them, and we're going to go into some of the things. But the most important is you are able to customize the labels and what levels you want to show. So you can either do it manually for each of the levels, our primary levels, our JAX levels, or we have some grouping here. So for example, some of our users might only want to see just the primary level, so core resistance, put support, IVOL level, 1 max, right? So we have the ability for you to simply customize the primary levels, customize the color, customize the font, and the line style right here. So again, very, very easy. In a few clicks, I'm actually already set up, and I have set up my primary levels. Maybe I want to add also my JAX level 1 to 5, and maybe I also want to change the color and change the style. So I can do this very, very easy. Just bear in mind, whenever you, so because we update the code on the backend, whenever you remove or add the indicator, you would need to basically set up the levels, so customize the levels. So that's why we made it super easy for you to do. And the reason is because we update the levels on our backend, we republish a new version of the code at every update. So you get access to the updated data, all right? So you would have to come here and customize that. So the other thing that we have is the ability for, we're going to go into the levels conversion in a second, but let's go over first the updates. So we get a lot of questions like, I use the intraday levels and my levels do not update, or I see old levels. So the answer to that is very, very important. Because we update the levels on our backend, and because TradingView in this case does not have an API, you would always need to remove and re-add the indicator, or click on this blue icon right there. So this blue icon would update you to show you that levels, new levels are available. So for example, right now I'm seeing the 11 Eastern snapshot. So I can see that there is a new update here. So I can simply click on this icon and I can update to the latest version right there. So as you can see, the levels now will have a different timestamp. I can check that and I can see if that is the last update available, and I can then either update or re-add the indicator. Within the settings, again, we can quickly customize our settings right here. It would take less than 20 seconds to do. And then basically I would have my updated levels here on your chart. Why is this important? Because this will allow you to get access to all the tickers that you most likely will be trading. So if you are trading NQ futures, or if you're trading stocks or Bitcoin or crypto, simply by updating the levels there, we already do the work on the back end, and you'll be able to access the data very easily on your chart, right? So now we have both the intraday, the end of day, we can remove the end of day, see the intraday here, and then basically can use the different levels as well. So very, very important, always look at the timestamp. If you don't see the levels being updated, simply remove the indicator, come back to your invite only and re-add the indicator, and make sure you see the updated data. So if you just see the blue icon, just update it, and then you'll be able to see the levels and the timestamp right here. So as we can see, we have the 2:30 Eastern updates right there. And then here, if we go to the end of day, we can see when the last update was available. The next step is really converting levels. So a lot of our customers want to convert levels from one asset to the other one. We're going to go into some of the frequently asked questions, but essentially the indicator allows us to do that very simply. So you can actually convert levels of any asset to any asset. So in this case, I'm using SPX to ES. I have the ability to either use an auto ratio or a manual ratio. For those who have questions, we're going to go over this at the end. But let's choose auto ratio for now. I click OK, and I can simply now go onto my ES chart. And now I can see both my SPX and ES level. If you just want to see one or the other one, you can actually come here and just select show converted level only. And this will only show you the SPX converted levels to ES in this case, like you see here. Or if you want to see both, you can have either two indicator or just untick the box and you see that there. Why is this important? Because again, as we mentioned, if we look at futures, you can see here that there's no intraday levels, right? So what can you do if you're a futures trader? Simply open the intraday indicator, simply come to SPX, convert SPX to ES. We can use an auto ratio. You can further customize your screen here, your colors, and then simply plot the data. So right now we have our intraday SPX level on ES, and this took us less than 30 seconds. If we wanted to go to any other ticker right here, we can do that very, very simple. All right, now let's go over one of the other integration that we have. So if we go, for example, on our TrendSpider platform, what you can find to find the indicators once you are enabled. So the first step would be follow the setup and send us your TrendSpider email. Once you get enabled, you'll find the indicator under your custom indicator. You have access to 3 indicators currently, but we are developing more. We have our gamma levels, our blind spots, our conversion level. The levels are updated via API, and of course, they allow a lot of customization, so you can actually show the level, hide the level, and the good thing here is that once you set it up once, this will stay saved, so you'll be very, very quick and ready in the next day when you want to access that. We also have the ability to have both end of day and intraday, so simply you can tick the box there, and also you can look at the offset. So how far to the left you want to move the levels. Within our conversion level, we're going to go over that in a second. We also have the ability to convert from one ticker to the other one. We can also convert end of day and intraday, and we can also choose our auto ratio or manual ratio. What TrendSpider allows us to do is also select the time of day at which we want to take the ratio. So for example, if you're trading futures, you can take at 10 a.m. or maybe at 3:30 or 3 p.m. Time stamp. So this will calculate the price at that specific time of the day. The beauty about TrendSpider is that, again, this is one of our API integrations. So very, very easy. We can actually just change our ticker from here, and the levels will appear. We also have a MenthorQ watch list available for TrendSpider user. This is available via the guides or via the setup section, where you can quickly basically click on the ticker that is covered by the integration, and you can get access to the level. So simply by having the watch list there, you can customize the watch list, and then you'll be able to get set up. Within TrendSpider, you also have the ability to create scanners. So you can actually do things like alert me when the level is close to a level that you want. So for example, the core resistance level. So in this case, I have my core resistance, high vol level, put support. This is real time, so it can be both end of day or intraday. So immediately I can quickly find interesting trade ideas to see how like an asset is kind of like approaching a level. So here we have, for example, Dell, kind of Citigroup right here. So we are now very close, and this is a threshold that you can set up. So I have 0.5% from the core resistance or core resistance 0 DTE. We can also do the same thing for our eyeball level. So this is really, really great because it allows you to be actionable and ready in a very short amount of time. So in this case, you can see how I was able to find IBM as an example. The IBM is pinning around this HVL level. I get really an interesting idea on things that I can do. I can do it on Costco. We are very close, 0.5% to our eyeball level. So as the price approaches this level, you can be alerted and ready to be active in the market. Right, now we're going to go into a couple other integrations. We're going to go into Ninja and Atas. So just bear with me 1 second. Let me just add this to the stage. All right, so Ninja is a very, very powerful platform that most of our customers, our futures traders use. And we're going to show you how the indicator works, but we have a dedicated section on Ninja. So within Ninja, once you are set up, once you're enabled, and again, it would take about 24 hours or less to be set up, you will find the indicator under your indicator section. It's called MenthorQ levels. Here you would input your API key. As we saw, you can copy that from the dashboard. And then what you have here is a lot of different customizations. So you have your gamma levels. You can choose your intraday, end of day, different model that we have. And then you can customize the labels. So you can, for example, show which level you want to plot. You want to also change the color, and then you want to choose if the levels is selected. When you come to the levels, you have the option to show levels. You can show all levels, none of the levels, or the selected levels that you can choose at the bottom. You can also plot the price, and you can also customize how you want the level to appear. We have the same for our blind spots levels right here. So if you wanted to change the settings of our blind spots, so for example, I don't want to show, you can select none there, or you can change the color there. You can also customize the converted level here. So what color do you want them? We also have custom level, in particular our swing trading levels, and then you can kind of like change that. Within Ninja, you also have the ability to set up real-time alerts on the levels. So you can have a pop-up, send an email, or you can have it on your alert window. Very, very powerful. We're going to create a dedicated section on alerts, but very, very powerful. And then at the bottom, you will have the ability to convert the levels. So scroll all the way at the bottom. So here, what you can do is you can actually convert, for example, SPX to ES, and then you'll be able to do it. Let me show you how the levels look on the chart. So right, so here again, this would be my updated levels for the day, and very, very nice. You can actually change the future that you're looking at throughout the day, and the levels are automatically plotted for you right there. Next, let's go into Atas. Very, very powerful integration. So for those who are using Atas as well, we did a few live session with the Atas team. Very, very nice. Again, once you get set up, so follow the instructions in the dashboard, you'll get access to the indicator, and you'll be able to add your API key at the bottom, and basically you'll be able to plot the different levels. So as you can see, you can plot gamma levels, you can plot intraday gamma levels, gamma scalping, swing levels, blind spots, conversion level, and so on. You can also set up alerts here, and you can also customize how you want the levels to appear. So we have a default customization, but everything can be customized there. let me show you how easy it is. So if you want to plot our blind spots and you don't want to plot our gamma levels, ATAS allows you to do that. If you want to add intraday gamma levels, and right here I am on QQQ, I can see my intraday gamma levels, and then of course, if you want, you can also convert levels there as well. And from here, I can actually come, I can choose my future ticker, and the levels will automatically be updated there. Just make sure you have your end of day levels, and then there you go. So the levels are automatically updated for you.